Valley Club BLASTAAR's Red Stars are on the way. He has an event coming up early next week, and we're going to get you all prepared for it. If you're ready for it, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button, and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having an excellent day, and I hope you're all ready to get BLASTAAR more powerful. We're going to talk about his event that is coming up next week, and if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up on a normal week. At least 5 of them every single week on this channel. But let's go to the blog post, and this is all about the event, the BLASTAAR event. It is coming up on September 15th. What it says, instead of a royal red carpet, we're rolling out red stars for BLASTAAR. Whether you're already unlocked BLASTAAR, gearing him up for battle, or are still working your way towards recruiting him, you can earn our red stars during the invasion event, and it's going to kick off next week, Monday, September 15th. Several key updates, differences between Quasar's red star event and what we're having for BLASTAAR. So these are the details. So yellow stars are going to be amongst the leaderboard, including tokens for 7 yellow stars for top performers. So you still are going to be able to get all the shards for BLASTAAR during the normal chapter events, but I guess this will give you that 7th red star earlier. So if you really push, you get a 7 gold star BLASTAAR, not the red stars earlier, but the gold stars for him earlier, and then whatever red stars you earn during this event is what you're going to be able to equip on him. Also, different mission structure, which we're going to talk about, and more trait choices we're going to talk about as well. Here is how the invasion event for BLASTAAR is going to work. It's going to be a chapter-long battle, essentially once a month during chapter 2. Now, normally there's going to be 3 chapters, I think, 3 months in each chapter, and we didn't have anything during the first month, so it may just be running for 2 months, or they may extend BLASTAAR a little more than they had for Quasar. We will see, though, but we didn't have anything for the first month. So you're going to call in some of the newest characters, and BLASTAAR is going to have 10 missions instead of the 8 that Quasar had. And future runs of the invasion event, it says you're gonna swap out missions for newer ones. And that is great, because one of the more fun things that I had in the game, one of the more fun times I had in game, was when Apocalypse during his missions. The problem is, if you came in while they weren't new missions, you have to build older characters that weren't really in the meta. They're gonna do this every time they have a new like Scourge type event or something like that, updating these missions. That is a good thing. That is a good thing for the future of the game. So what they say, keep an eye on your future blog for details on this. But yeah, I hope this is something they remain consistent with and continue to do for all content moving forward, because that is going to keep the game fresh and give a better experience for newer and mid-game players that are coming in after this event is over, when it's already done. All right, run scores. Clear all of the mission nodes and earn the most points possible towards your run score. You have unlimited run scores. So just like a lot of these other Scourge events, set the highest score possible. You can cancel, restart a run without penalty, and just redoing all that stuff. So there's going to be different difficulties and different mods that you could equip as well. You customize your runs. Difficulties are going to have 1 through 10. So obviously the more points, or the higher difficulty, the more points you're going to get for that run. Tougher enemies in the higher difficulties, and they'll reward more points. Each additional points, or earn additional points by activating mods which can bolster or hinder your characters and your enemies. BLASTAAR and Quasar. If you already earned BLASTAAR and Quasar, you could use them in certain mission nodes to add legendary firepower to your forces, because you could only have BLASTAAR a maximum of 4 yellow stars. We have a special BLASTAAR combat mod to give BLASTAAR boost in power in all of them, and they're just going to be active for all mods. You don't need, it doesn't look like you have to equip them. As everyone upgrades BLASTAAR with more stars, the mods will diminish in power until removed for future appearances in the invasion event. I think that's good. They said that initially. I like that they're doing this kind of design to compensate for if even in the highly engaged players, you would only have them at actually, you might have them at 5 yellow stars. And you know what? Actually, this part is not true. I have my BLASTAAR at 5 yellow stars, and if you were active with all the command center events that they've had so far, you should at this point have your BLASTAAR at 5 yellow stars. If we look at all the objectives here, or all the rewards, it's possible to get all the month 2 rewards, which means your BLASTAAR should be at 5 stars and not the 4 stars as required in this. Difficulties in 4+ will have the following traits required. So mission 1 and 2, no trait recurrence. Mission 3 and 4 require, or for missions 3 and 4 require the traits Conquer BLASTAAR, and that is only for difficulties 4 and up. If you look at the chart here, I think it explains it a little better than I'm doing right now, but for for these difficulties, mission 4 and up, you will have some restraints. Mission 1 and 2, no trait restrictions. So if you need to charge up your characters, get some ability energy, or get some charges for your characters or whatever, charge them up on the first 2 nodes, because mission 3 and 4 require Conquerors, BLASTAAR, and Quasar. And if we go to game and look at who the Conquerors are, it is the Fantastic Four MCU characters, it is the Hellfire Club, and the Insidious 6 plus Vulture and Shocker. So these are the characters that are going to be eligible for this. Also, we have the restrictions of Fantastic Four MCU, BLASTAAR or Quasar. So no Conquerors here, just the Fantastic Four BLASTAAR, Quasar. Then mission 7 and 8, Fantastic Four MCU, Hellfire Club or BLASTAAR. And then mission 9 and 10, just the Hellfire Club and BLASTAAR. So Hellfire Club, Fantastic Four MCU is what's needed for this. You can use the Insidious 6 and Vulture and Shocker, but they're not going to be required for this, at least not for the one this month. Now, the leaderboard, earn 5 stars and 7 yellow stars. That's right. Along with the 5 red stars for BLASTAAR, you could earn up to 7 yellow stars for BLASTAAR as well. This is going to be from the leaderboard event. It's a chance to get an advantage in battle before anyone else does. But yeah, like I said, even just do the normal chapter stuff, you can earn that 7th yellow star for BLASTAAR eventually, just not during this event. So the top 250 will earn that 7 yellow star token. We'll get that 5 red star for BLASTAAR. If you were in the top 2,500, you will get that 5th red star for BLASTAAR. Also some shards for him, so you get to that next star level a little quicker. And if you are below the top 2,500, you're getting some shards and some red stars. This is the breakdown here. The top 5,000 will get at least 4 red stars and some BLASTAAR shards. The top 25% will get us 3 red stars for BLASTAAR, and everyone, as long as you participate in this event, will get at least 2 red stars for BLASTAAR and some BLASTAAR shards. Special note in the command center, like I've been saying, you can earn bonus shards for BLASTAAR during this event, but even if you don't earn any bonus shards for him, just through the normal command center, you can still get a 7th yellow star by the end of chapter 2. Now, as far as the combat mods, difficulty warning, activate all the mods below will make the event extremely challenging. So this is a change from some of the previous scourges and other difficulties we've had, because as recent as the Shadow King event, I think some of the subsequent Shadow King events, they had more mods, but I know with the initial Shadow King event, if you put all the mods on, it was actually easier and made it easier. So with this one, it is back to what it was for Morgan Le Fay, one of the first scourge events that we've had. So it's going to be even more challenging. If you look at the climb of the leaderboard, you need to activate as many as you can handle, but yeah, you need a big roster as well. So these are the ones that are always going to be on, at least during this version, and may change for subsequent. Actually, it said it will change in subsequent versions, because you should have more gold stars for BLASTAAR, but enhanced bomb burst, BLASTAAR gains dodge chance per bomb burst. Cover fire, BLASTAAR characters are gaining a chance to gain assist now on ally turn, and Lord BLASTAAR. BLASTAAR gains increased damage, armor resistance focus. BLASTAAR also has the traits Fantastic Four MCU and Hellfire Club. So he is going to be a part of those teams on these missions, missions that just require Hellfire Club. He will have that trait there. And I hope in subsequent versions of this event, he will also have these traits as well, Hellfire Club and Fantastic Four MCU. And actually one more will be on. Quasar will always have the traits Fantastic Four MCU and Hellfire Club. So those are the ones that are always going to be on. It looks like it's just going to benefit you, so that's a good thing. But as far as the ones that are going to score potential points, these you could choose to have on or not on. These, I guess they should make it a little difficult. Let's read through these. True Silence. When a character gains ability block, they also gain silence. Characters with silence gain 50% damage and more focus. Seems like a pretty good one. Reserve power. When a character loses their last charge, they gain 2 counters. That seems like it's good, but it could give that to the enemies as well. Cosmic Surge. When a cosmic character uses their special, generate 2 ability energy for all allied cosmic characters. That is great for you. Not as great if the enemies are getting that as well. Biotic Factor. Bio characters have 10% max barrier, but gain 20% or 10% less max barrier, but they gain that 20% drain. Tactical enhancement control. Enemy controller characters gain increased stats. Enemy controller characters apply disrupted defense down to the primary target on their basic and special. Ooh, that is one that's going to be tougher. Only the enemy characters get that. All right, tactical damage, tactical enhancement damage. Enemy blaster and brawler characters gain increased stats and cannot have their speed bar reduced. Tactical enhancement tank. Enemy protector and support characters gain increased stats. When a protector is attacked, that protector gains +1 defense up to a maximum of 3. When enemy support characters are attacked, heal all allies by 1% of their character's max health. Warp World. When any character drops to 50% health, characters on the opposing side flip negative status effects to positive, and their allied characters flip positive effects to negative. That's an interesting one, because as you're killing the enemies, they're gonna go down below 50% health, but then they're gonna flip all negative status effects to positive. The allied characters gonna flip their negative effects to positive as well. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough one for players. Vile Rally. On enemy death, clear all negative effects from enemies. All right, so that is not helpful for you. When it rains, when a positive effect is applied to an enemy character, increase the duration of all positive effects on that enemy by X up to a max of 3. Forged in Fire. All Crucible abilities are active during this run. That is going to be great for your Crucible teams, but all the enemy Crucible characters are going to get that as well. Storm Warning. All raid abilities are active during this run. Same kind of thing. World at War. War abilities active during this run. And Experimental Serum. Enemies will gain 30% more max health. This may or may not be how it is in the game, because as with all blog posts, information in this blog is subject to change before it goes live in the game. So I've already been building up my Fantastic Four MCU, trying to get more gold stars on them. Same thing with the Hellfire Club. So I think I'm just going to continue to do what I was doing already for this event. Let me know if you're going to do anything to plan for this event. I think this kind of goes in line with things that most players would be doing anyway. So I'm not sure if there's any extra things to do, but if you are, let me know that in the comments. Let me know your hype level for potential 5 stars for BLASTAAR starting next week. I'll see you guys next time. If you did get some value from this video though, leave the video a like, check me out on social media, check out some of the other videos on the channel. And of course, if you want to see the biggest trap teams in Marvel Strike Force, these aren't trash teams. These are teams that you need to build, but they are potential resource traps. If you want to see which teams they are, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.